The mini films.
Alright.
Well, hello, America. It's Kayo back again with KamDocs. We back in Mobile now. So I have the very, very good pleasure of interviewing Mr. Malcolm Banks. Who is Malcolm Banks? We're about to find out now. Malcolm Banks is an entrepreneur that you're going to need to know. He makes t-shirts, podcasts. He has a podcast called Fandoms Anonymous. He was just awarded the Nappie Awards of 2021. Not only that, Banks Media Connection makes t-shirts, decals, anything you can think of. It's a one-stop shop. We're gonna have to find out a little bit more about some of this stuff here. But America, follow us, KamDocs Season 1, Episode 2. KamDocs, let's talk about you. Well, hello, Mr. Banks, and welcome to KamDocs. We're so happy to have you here with us. Pretty much what we want to do is let the people know who you are. You know, get them pretty much a gist of, what you like to do. Pretty much ask you a couple questions about, who you are as a person. Right. So the world can get to know you and, come into your world.
Yeah.
The world, I call it America. All right, America. So let's start this thing off simple. So tell us pretty much what's the name, what's your name and what's the name of your company?
Mama named me Malcolm Thaddeus Banks Jr.
All right, thank you, Mama.
Born and raised here in Mobile. Just moved back to the city not too long ago, man. So I've been loving being back at home.
Absolutely.
I am an award-winning podcast. I can put that in front of it now.
All right, well, congratulations.
Appreciate it. Won the Nappie Award for Best Local Podcast this year. Mm-hmm. And I'm also a business owner of Banks Media Connections.
Okay.
So we do a lot of media and clerical stuff for the community. We moving and grooving.
Awesome. So how did you come up with the name Banks Media Connection? Where did your inspiration come from? How did you come up with that name?
I'll just be honest about my name stuff. Okay. It just always sounds good.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like even going back to Fandoms Anonymous, and I'm gonna get back to what you said, your original question. But a friend of mine asked me, why did I come up with the name Fandoms Anonymous? I was like, bruh, I said first Fandoms. Fandoms is a collection of all different types of things that people are fans of. So your anime, your Dragon Ball Z, the same thing. Your Power Rangers, people are fans of sports.
Right,
so that's a fandom. So it's multiple fandoms.
So you covering everything.
Right. And then the word anonymous. It just sounded good.
Yes, it does.
It just sounded good at the end. So he was like, man, I thought what you was trying to say was like, the people who go to the aid meetings and they're addicted to the stuff. I was like, you know what?
Okay.
That's a good idea. We're going to run with it.
I like that.
We're going to run with it. You come in, I'm addicted to Power Rangers. I'm addicted to Mario. I was like, I like that.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
But Banks Media Connections, I looked at what I was doing. Mm-hmm. First, of course, my last name is Banks.
Right. Absolutely.
I've done a lot of media work.
Okay.
And I was starting to get to the point where people were asking me to come in and do media for certain things.
Right.
Now that's something I was already doing with Fandoms Anonymous, but it was more geared towards businesses.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, all right, I see this, it's going. I did some work for the Wave Transit System earlier this year.
What kind of work did you do with them?
I did a couple videos for them, highlighting some of the new features that they have on the buses.
Okay.
And then connections, like connecting with just networking with people, letting people know like, hey, I'm open, I'm here.
And I'm available.
Yeah.
Okay, so what exactly is Bank Media Connection? Like what exactly do you do? So
we do a lot of things from creating decals for businesses. Like I just did 2 different stores fronts where I did their whole, not the whole window, but just putting their logo on their window, on their door so people come in and see. We do stuff from the clerical side. People need resumes created. People need documents typed up, letters typed up. Not all people know how to write formal letters.
That's right.
That's what we come in at.
Okay.
Not all people know how to do a good resume. That's what we come in at. Even with we do shirts. We do shirts as well. So we do a lot of stuff with that. Cricket is my best friend. I love my machine. Okay. Then we go, I've been in the community now. I've got a computer class on Tuesdays and Thursdays at Texas Street Rec, teaching ages 10 and up. Not just the young people, but the older people as well. Computer skills.
Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Tuesday, Thursdays, Texas Street.
Yes,
we're going to be there this month, September. October, we're going to Hillsdale. Doing the same thing on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 5:30 to 6:30.
And it's a free program?
Free.
Bring your children. You need computer skills.
Free.
Okay.
We'll be back in Texas Street in November, and then back at Hillsdale in December. So I'm alternating between the two, you know, for this whole fall/winter season.
Absolutely.
So
how can people get involved in that? Because I know a lot of people can benefit from just your basic computer skills. How can they get their child or themselves?
They just need to show up.
Okay.
I'm there. I'm there even if nobody else is there.
Okay.
You know, just point, because you never know. A lot of people that, you know, they'll start these programs and then they'll be there, and then when people are not showing up,
right,
they'll slack off. Like, well, I ain't coming. No, I'm coming regardless. If nobody's there or not, I'm gonna be there, because you just never know who walks in. Exactly. So yeah, just be there.
I love that.
Yeah.
So with your business, walk me through like pretty much like what's your kind of start to finish? Because like you're an entrepreneur now.
Right.
So I know it's a whole different life. Like, so what's your kind of day to day? Like when you get up, how do you start your day off, and kind of how do you maneuver?
So a lot of my business really comes from Facebook and word of mouth.
Okay.
So I follow a lot of the business pages. There's no telling who's messaging me about something overnight. A lot of the business pages, you see people say, I need a shirt, I need a logo made.
Right.
I need this design. And I'm the first one like hot on the post like, hey, you need what done? Right. All right, let's do it. And now it's got to the point where people tagging or automatically tagging me on certain stuff, and it's, you know, the word of mouth is getting out there. So that's really the rest of my day is like really paying attention to what's going on social media, seeing who needs what, and seeing how I can slide in there and be able to take care of that for them.
You're trying to corner the whole market and just be able to do a one-stop shop. That's great. One-stop shop. Okay, you're moving forward with this wonderful business venture, wonderful business ideas. So pretty much we want to know, where do you see this in the future? Where do you see it going? How do you see it progressing? Where do you see you, you know, maybe 5 years from now? What's your future on Bank Media Connection?
If I could do this full time, like having consistent contracts and all that good jazz, I would love it.
Right.
I would love it. Then I could, you know, put full time into the podcast too, and just make it one whole umbrella. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I would necessarily want a storefront, you know, because then you got bills and
extra expenses.
I already got one light bill. I don't need another light bill. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if I could do that, yeah, I think it would just be so, it would be so epic. You know, being able to just maneuver how I want to,
right?
You know, not how somebody else is telling me.
Right.
But I hope that's going to be my future.
Exactly.
Right.
We talked a little bit about the fandom earlier. Can we go back to that? Let's touch bases.
Absolutely.
I know you pretty much told us, you know, how you pretty much got the name of it.
Right.
Give a little bit more insight on
the background.
Yes, the background. Let's hear it.
So let's go back. You know, jump in time.
Come on, reel it on in.
Go back to 2015. I had started another group with a guy, and we started going to conventions, and we were maneuvering around. We were getting known. And then, you know how sometimes people just don't always stay on the same level, you know, and it's like, I can't rock with you no more. I'm going on off here in my own little corner.
Right.
So a lot of people, you know, they really look to hear what I'm going to say about a movie or a TV show.
Okay.
Or sometimes, like, I have people inboxing me like, man, the new trailer just dropped. When you going to do that in the video?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, bro, I'm going to do the video, bro. Like, I'm going to do it.
Right.
But I noticed that. So that little period of time after I left that group and I wasn't posting about anything, wasn't talking about anything, I was just enjoying watching the stuff normally without the moniker of, I gotta go make a video.
Right.
People like, man, what you gonna do? And I said, all right. So it was like December, around November going into December, late December, I was started thinking about, okay, what could I do? What could I do to start it? And I had people like, man, if you start something, man, I'm gonna be behind you. Like, man, boom, boom, boom. And I was like, all right. So December 26th or 16th, I get them days mixed up. But they got a 6 in it, and it's in December in 2016. But it's that. But I came up with Fandoms Anonymous, and as soon as I made like a little trigger video, like announcing the name and coming soon, January 2017, we're gonna be full speed ahead. And people were like, about time, like come on, like let's go. And it's been going ever since. I've traveled all over the Southeast. I've met major celebrities. I've interviewed major celebrities, and just been to all types of conventions and networked with people from all over the United States. And it's been wonderful. It's been an experience. I'll still be amazed by some of the stuff.
Yeah.
Like you could not tell me, you could not tell 6-year-old me in too tight pajamas hopping in front of the TV that I would be talking to the Power Rangers, like literally word for word, like we having conversation, and like about life, not even just what you doing on TV. We having actual conversations, real life conversations about just me personally. Like, man, how you been? Like, I can go to a convention, and Karen Ashley, she was a Yellow Ranger on Power Rangers. And I can walk in, and I always act like because I always try to bring somebody with me to a convention that's never been before. And I go in, I'm like, oh my God, do you know who this is? Right. Do you know? Oh my God, it's so nice to meet you. She'll just be sitting like this.
Like, yeah, right. Like like you don't know who I am.
Get up my face,
You know who I am.
So it's like having those type of moments, and then being able to interview people like Frankie Muniz from Malcolm in the Middle. Like,
oh my God,
that was lit. Because when we started the pre-show before the interview, I was like, all right, got something to tell you. My name is Malcolm. He was like, you got to be fucking. He's like, you got to. Can I curse? He's like, you got to be fucking kidding me. I was like, yeah, man, this gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. Right. This is gonna be fun. Right. So just little like people like Kevin Sorbo and Bruce Campbell, you know what I'm saying, and Ted Raimi. Like I've interviewed just a laundry list of people. And it's just fun. It's just
You're fortunate to see the TV personality side of them, and their real side, and that's different. That is very awesome.
It is.
That is really cool. So now you didn't talk much about your podcast. So just throw that out there, America. Your podcast. So
absolutely. So
you've interviewed a lot of people on there. Give us your most, I guess, like memorable, more prestige guests. Like how are those interviews? I know we literally just talked about some of them now. So
right. So it's gonna have to be with the Green Ranger himself, Jason David Frank. Because I had went to, and this was when Fandoms first started, but I wasn't doing any media. So I had went to Pensacon in Pensacola, and I knew he was gonna be there. So I was like, man, I gotta meet him. I ain't never met him before. I gotta go. So I went to Pensacola, met him, came back home, did a video. I was like, man, hopefully one day I get to interview you. Whoop the whoop the whoop. Right. He reshared it on Instagram and said, let's do it. Let's set it up. And I was like, bro, you got to be kidding me. As Booster said, boy, ain't no way.
Boy, ain't no way.
Ain't no way, boy.
Ain't no way, boy.
So
look at you.
Did the interview, and my mindset was talk about everything else except for Power Rangers.
Okay.
Because how many times have somebody came and, excuse me, on episode 6 of the 3rd season, when you were fighting Rito Revolto, like, what was that like? Like, Brett don't remember that. Exactly. Brett don't remember that. Right. He's somebody that's real big on his faith.
Okay.
So the first question I asked him was like, how has your faith prepared your life?
Right.
And he was like, wow.
Wow,
I didn't know. And y'all can go listen to this. It's on my YouTube channel still.
Right.
He was like, I didn't know what we was gonna be talking about today. And when his producer and people, they hit me up, it was like, we're gonna make it short. Jason has some things to do. And I was like, okay, cool. I got I got but 6 questions. Right. I've had these 6 questions wrote down the whole 2 weeks we've been waiting for this date.
Ready to go.
And I still got them on paper, somewhere around up in here. Them 6 questions I wrote down. And it turned into a 45-minute interview. Okay. Because then his mom had just passed. And then that was something I had experienced. And we got talking deep into that, and it went. It went. I asked one Power Ranger question. You know what I'm saying? Because he also does martial arts. He has 2 dojos in Texas and one in California. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So we talked about that stuff. So anybody that's going to interview celebrities, please don't talk to them about the stuff they talk about all day.
All the time. Yeah.
I mean, they're gonna talk about it because we bring the money in.
Right.
Ask them something else.
Yeah.
Ask them something else. I had an interview with the co-creator of Deadpool.
Okay.
And it was at a convention in Montgomery. And there was a guy before me went up to do an interview. And the first thing he started talking about was Deadpool. And he told him to stop the interview. He said, I talk about Deadpool all day. All day. He said, go back, try it again. Right. And I'm like,
okay. Check that out.
You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
Man, and mentally, I'm like, yeah, he talking.
That makes sense.
You know, let's talk about this other stuff. I know I've seen you've been working on from your social media pages and stuff like that. So it just makes for a better, and they're more comfortable because they'll talk about that a mile a minute.
About all day long.
A mile a minute. Absolutely.
Tell us a little bit about your philanthropy work. Pretty much, how are you giving back to the community? How are you getting out there helping, people that need your services? Tell us a little bit about that.
Oh, that's the part of me that's really just getting started.
Okay.
Because for me, Fandoms Anonymous is more than just about doing videos.
Okay.
I've done things where I've coordinated with a family who had a child who's a preemie. I did that a couple of years ago, and I got a bunch of people to go in and hashtag and all that type of stuff. That was like something small.
Right.
But right now, what I am doing, it is a humongous task. I've taken it all by myself, but I've got a lot of help in the process.
Okay.
I'm doing a coloring book drive for Children's and Women's Hospital.
Okay.
Something that's been in the works probably about a month, almost a month and a half now. Got over 30 businesses participating, including the city and the Mobile Police and Mobile Fire Department, collecting coloring books that are going to be given to Children's and Women's Hospital.
That is awesome.
So yeah, it's at a rapid pace now. It's going to launch October 1st. We announced it this past Tuesday. Okay. And it's going to be big.
That's pretty cool. So you're gonna just basically, they're gonna have the coloring books accessible to the children at Women's and Children's Hospital.
That's what it's for.
There.
It goes back to when my mom had cancer, and it would be a bad day.
Yeah.
She would pick up a coloring book and color, and I would sit down with her and color. Okay. I was in high school at the time. So, in high school, you got as old folks used to say, little piss tail girls calling your phone. And I would answer the phone and be like, I'm going to call you back.
Right.
And before I could get to that, she was like, baby, he ain't going to call you back. We color.
Oh, no, she didn't.
Loud.
No, she
Loud.
didn't. Told everybody was in
he ain't going to call you back. We color.
Get you another day.
You know what I'm saying?
But in the lines.
Unfortunately, she passed that same year. So that's been something that's been on me for a long time to do. And it's going to benefit not just the children, but the parents as well, because we're going to be collecting word search books. Okay. And crossword puzzles, because a lot of the parents, a lot of times, they're sitting in rooms just sitting there. Because there's really nothing they can do with their children, and some of the constraints that they're in.
Right.
You just need something to pass the time. Right. And plus, there are classrooms inside the hospitals, and you got the Ronald McDonald House, all that type of stuff. So we are looking for coloring books, word search puzzles, Sudoku books, activity books, and Crayola products.
Okay.
Not Rose Art, not Craze Art.
Oh, okay. You talking about real
Crayola. Real Crayola.
Real Crayola. Okay. So don't come with that cheap stuff.
I'm partial. I'm so partial.
Okay. It makes a difference. Don't get me wrong. It doesn't color the same. It doesn't color the same. They don't look the same. I swear it's a big difference.
Right. When you draw a Rose Art, it feels like you draw a clay.
Right.
It smears across the paper. It doesn't color.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It smears. It doesn't color.
It smears. Okay. It's not a smearing book.
Right.
It's a
coloring book.
Right.
It's not a smearing book, y'all. It's a coloring book. So I want to know, America wants to know, what started you on the path of wanting to own your own business? What made you want to wake up in the morning and say, you know what? I'm going to start my own business. I'm going to be an entrepreneur. What made you want to do that?
It was when I got the contract for the Wave.
Okay.
And the guy that was over was like, you got a business license? I was like, nope, go get one. I was like, all right. A lot of the stuff that happens for me, it happens because something else is happening, and it becomes a reflection upon that. And it's just, okay, this is the time. It's like, all right, go ahead. Gotcha. So it was like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get this business license. Let's make this thing happen for real.
Okay, It's awesome. Sometimes it takes somebody to give you a little kick or a little push.
Yeah.
What makes your business different from everybody else's business? What separates you from those people out there who say, hey, I'm a podcast. Hey, I make t-shirts. Hey, I do this. What makes you different from pretty much everybody else? What separates you from the pack?
My personality and my customer service.
Okay.
That's the two biggest things.
Okay. And that makes a difference.
I get repeat customers based on how I treat my customers. I don't treat them as a number or a customer or just a regular customer. Mm-hmm. I treat them as you're John and you came to me to get a logo made.
Right.
You're such and such and you came to me to get a shirt, not just my next customer. No, you're a person. Yeah. You came to me to do some work. Let's do the work. Mm-hmm. Review me. Right. Post it. Let's do something else later on. Right. That's all I ask. It's gonna get done exactly how you asked to get done. And we're gonna rock it out like that.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. I also want to tell you, congratulations on your Nappie Award.
Thank you. Thank you.
Definitely congratulations. You being a Black man doing your thing out here and able to bring home some awards. So
I still don't know who nominated me. I don't know who you are.
Well, thank you.
I don't know who you are, but I appreciate you.
Right. That is great. So tell me about kind of like that moment when you won and like how did you feel and how just in that moment, let us know what overcame you. Like
when I did find out I won, because I remember they said it would be announced on a certain day. Right. And I called down there and they was like, yeah, what's your name? And they was like, well, we're gonna email you. And I didn't get an email because my mindset went to well, if they would have reached out to me in the beginning, apparently they had reached out to all the people who had been nominated. Okay. And they said, well, we reached out like, y'all didn't send me no email, but I check my stuff every day, on the daily, like 2-3 times a day. Right. And somehow lost in the sauce. They emailed me. So it's like, we emailed all the winners. I was like,
not this winner.
So I called, the lady was like, again, we emailed all the winners. I was like, well, what's your name? What category? I gave all that information. She said, I'm gonna go look it up. I'm gonna call you back. And I'm like, bro, right? Boy, ain't no way, boy. Like, you gotta call me back. I know I done lost. Right. I done lost now. You gotta call me back. Why you just can't tell me I won? Right. Like, come on, come with it. They're gonna tell me I won. Right. So I'm sitting there literally pacing outside my job, just like, man, maybe I won, maybe I didn't, I'm still throw a party if I didn't win, I was already preparing, like, that's a bad sign. They said she got to call me back. you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't sound too good. I don't know what I'm gonna do. What I'm gonna do? Then they call back. Well, I looked it up. I found your name. You're the winner. I was like, I'll be damned. Okay. I was like, she was like, yeah, you're the winner. But I need your email. See, you didn't email me. You didn't email me, man. It's okay. But it's good. It's good. So she sent me all the information and everything I needed. And I couldn't talk about it for about a good couple more weeks. Because they couldn't officially publicly say anything until July 21st.
Oh, they would kick me out of there because I can't hold water.
Oh, I held it. I held it, but I told my inner people. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey.
Don't you say nothing.
We did it. Yeah, we did. We got it.
A little silent.
Yeah, like, hey, bro. I was just calling someone. I was like, hey, bro. You did it all. Yeah, bro, I did. We did it all. We in there. Don't say nothing, though. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I told a few other of us. You know what I'm saying? But I really can't announce nothing until July 21st. Right. So when that came around, I got me and my boy, shout out to my boy Whitney Moore. We do a lot of video work and everything together. I said, Whit, we got to record like a little video or something to announce it. Right. And we went down to Lit, reached out to them and did like a little quick video. And everybody was just like, boom, yeah, you did that thing. So I was like, bro, I wrote a whole song and performed it, lip synced it and everything. Did all the editing. Like I had.
And it was good too.
I appreciate that.
I swear to God.
I was screaming top of my lungs.
I was singing.
I walked out of here, I had some folks over at the house and they were just looking like,
what just happened in there?
You all right? I was like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I had to get that out. It was in my spirit. Right. But it was epic. Right. It was epic. And then they emailed me and reached out to me and the guy was like, hey, we want to interview you. And I'm like, all right. Because at first it was like, you want to buy a spot to announce your winnings in the paper. And then they was like, well, you got about 12 spots at $85 a piece. I'm good. I'm just telling everybody.
Yeah,
but then they actually reached out to me and was like, we want to interview you and put you in the, put an article of you in the paper, in the Lagnet paper.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So the day that they came out, I got it. And I just started crying.
Oh my God.
Because I thought, I was like, man, my mama is not here to see this. But
right.
Other than that, we had a good time. We went and partied that night and ate good. And I just partied that whole weekend because it was legit. And then it was back to business because I want to repeat. So yeah.
Right. So the next party can be
Well,
yeah.
I want back to back. And then I'm gonna take a picture like Kobe. Just sitting down with my head down.
It's only up from there.
Yeah.
It's only up.
Gotta go back to back.
I love comic books and stuff
Right,
myself. A lot of people don't know that, but I'm just curious. America probably wants to know too. Have you been to any like conventions?
Have I been to conventions?
Yes.
Reaching that drawer down. So she asked, have I been to conventions?
Seeking.
Have I been to conventions?
Oh my God. This is so awesome.
Pre-COVID. This is all we did.
This is so
8
awesome.
times a year.
Look at these. Look at this. Magic City kind.
Conventions.
Just all the, oh my God. They put a lot of work. Oh wow. QuestCon. This is so cool.
We've traveled.
Oh my God. This is nothing but this
nothing but press
dedication.
badges.
Right. Love it. I love it. I want to go.
That's a lot of work.
Oh my gosh.
It's a lot of work.
This is so awesome. Comic-Con.
Yeah. It's a lot of work.
Oh my God, this is so awesome. I love it. And then you keep up with all of them. I love it.
I do. I have to.
Look at this one.
Oh yeah, that's my dog tags. I had some dog tags made for the crew. I'm not at work.
Okay. Have you ever dressed in cosplay?
I have not.
Why?
Well, no. I've put on my Captain America mask. I used to have a Captain America shield. I sold it.
Oh.
Sometimes you grow out of stuff. You're like, no, I can do without this.
Right.
But when I'm there, I'm there to work.
Okay.
I was given a meeting.
Nothing, not a lifesaver or nothing.
I want a lightsaber. Lightsaber I want is like $285, and I like lights more than I like lightsaber.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when I get a little extra money, then I get a lightsaber.
Okay.
But until the end, when we go, we're there to get footage.
Right.
We're there to connect and network, do our interviews. And then
I've been here talking.
Absolutely. And then we go drink and eat, and have a good time. We come up with a full itinerary of everything we're gonna do, and we go and get the job done.
Right. So this is just a little something I kind of want, because I'm not from here. I'm from Michigan originally.
Okay.
So they have a little talk to say that this is a little off subject. I do that sometimes.
All right.
Mardi Gras. They say you started in, I guess, New Orleans.
It did not.
It didn't?
No, ma'am.
It didn't. It started here.
It started here.
I've been told that, but like I said, I'm a Northerner, so I don't know no better.
So let me give you the history.
Give me a little bit about it.
1703.
Okay.
You had some French settlers
Okay.
who were at what is now the Port of Mobile, who were here in Mobile, and it was carnival time back at home, and they decided to have carnival in the streets of Mobile.
Okay.
At that time, Louisiana, the state, nor New Orleans, the city, was in existence.
Okay.
Because when you look at the actual, they teach about Louisiana Purchase in school.
Yes, exactly.
That was nowhere near 1703.
Right,
that was almost close to the 1800s.
Right.
So neither one of those were in existence. Now, were they probably having carnival celebrations somewhere in there with all of this being a port? No.
Port.
Well, yeah, they probably were. And no, they probably weren't.
Right.
But even CNN and a lot of historical context relates Mobile to be where carnival started. Now, the kicker to it is New Orleans being the city that it is. It carries a lot of weight, tourism, all of that.
Right.
So it automatically get the moniker of being known as this is where Mardi Gras originated from.
Right.
But then when you go and look at history, Not the case.
Okay.
I've never been to New Orleans Mardi Gras, nor do I want to go.
Right. I've never been either, and I don't have the desire to go either. I like to watch it on television.
Oh, I look at it,
good.
but it looks unsafe.
Oh no! Looks unsafe. I'm pretty sure it's
very safe.
Oh Lord!
I like to be able to walk up the street and know that there are barricades, protecting us and everything. I like being in the parade, whether I'm on the float or I'm watching the brass band.
Right.
I like being able to turn any corner from MLK Avenue to downtown, knowing that there are 12, 15 different people who are going to feed me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I got to eat.
Yes.
I brought a friend of mine down when I was still living in Montgomery. I said, man, we're going to go to Mobile for the day. And we're going to hit the Monday parade. We're going to hit the Black Folks Parade. We're going to go downtown. So it's going to do a lot of walking.
Black Folks Parade?
Black Folks Parade.
Black Folks Parade. That's
you must just got down here.
No, but I'm not the Mardi Gras will probably be at home. I probably watch it on TV.
How long you been here?
6, 7 years.
See, but you never been.
I've been to. Okay, I probably can put them on one hand.
Oh, you got to go, man. We got to go.
One time I went, I wore heels.
Why?
Because I didn't know no better.
Okay, you trying to be cute.
Oh, who? Yeah. I would have got all the Mardi Gras stuff. I was beads and everything. Then I had some Mardi Gras heels on. Didn't make it to. I didn't know how to walk a mile to get to the float.
Absolutely.
Start there. Didn't know how to stand up the whole time. Okay, so
you thought it was a concert.
Oh, something like that.
But this position is over. We're gonna sit back down.
No, all these people are gonna be throwing stuff at me, dodging, move by. Okay, so
see, there's a rule. If you're there in an outfit to be cute, you need to be standing at least 15 feet back, holding your little red cup. Yes. You know what I'm saying? And in the cute girl section, there's always, if you stand by the frat house, there's always a section of cute girls by the little funnel cake truck and the bank.
I didn't know.
That's where they all be at.
I know now. I ain't with them. I just thought that's how you supposed to dress. I went out a couple times, saw little thigh pockets, put my outfit on too.
Yeah.
Now,
nah, bro.
I had a blister this big on my foot.
Oh, I bet you did. Sweatpants and tennis shoes for me, man.
That's all it is, and a helmet.
Yeah.
Hey, you got me.
And now I'm making my own sweatshirts and stuff like that. I'm finna have a fire Mardi Gras sweatshirt.
Oh,
it's gonna be fire.
Oh my God. Oh, I know it is. I'm gonna have to come get me one of those.
Pull up.
Let me tell you, I'm gonna have to get one. So Mobile, a lot of things that I see a lot of people doing around the city is based on the inner of Mobile. Getting these businesses, these entrepreneurs up and out of the city, because the only way you can be seen is if you are seen.
Right.
So what do you feel about how the city has been growing and progressing? What are your thoughts on that?
It really solidified my decision to come back home, watching from Montgomery, like how things were moving. And anytime I would come home to visit, looking at all of the new stuff open, like take Dolphin Street for an example.
Right.
Dolphin Street at one point used to be dark from Wenzel's until TP Crop Mines, like dark.
Right.
Like nothing open for real. Maybe one or two businesses here and there. But now when you ride down Dolphin Street from Moles all the way down, there's stuff opening. There's places, people buying up spots and going into different businesses and restaurants and bars, and there's always something to do in the downtown area.
That's right. I just came down here.
Yeah. And then you look at the city itself and how they're embracing the culture of growth in Mobile.
Right.
And you look at stuff like the skate night. Like, who would have ever thought to turn Bielva Square to a skating rink?
Right.
Just one night out of the month. Like, the involvement is just beautiful. With a lot of that when we were coming up. There was stuff to do, but not to the level that they're doing it. Like, I can walk out. Twice this summer, I was able to walk across the street here to Medal of Honor Park and watch a full-fledged concert.
Really?
And just sit up in my lawn chair and just watch a concert.
That would like something like
what I'm saying? And they did it at all the different parks. Like, just stuff like that. Just, you look at it and you say, okay, this Mobile has its ups and its downs, but I really believe it's in a position of the growth. And I wanted to be a part of that.
That's absolutely right.
Yeah.
Well, you're an awesome person, great person to meet. I mean, you kept our conversations, like you really showed us a side of podcasting.
Hey.
What do we got going on here?
So we're gonna make a KamDocs decal. This is one of the services that I offer.
Okay, so we're gonna get to see firsthand exactly what all the hype is about. So he's gonna make us a decal for KamDocs, print it out and everything in its entirety right here live today for you to see. You can see how this is a little magic. We ain't gonna be seeing stuff like this. So, so we're about to check it out and see exactly how this works. Exactly. Please don't say anything.
So now you got this flat on there. We're gonna load into the machine. So you see the two little guidelines.
Mm-hmm. These little things right there.
So we want to slide it up in there.
Slide some more.
Now put it till you can't push it no more.
Okay.
Now I want you to hit the arrow.
Okay.
But I want you to keep your grip on this. But I want you to hit the little up arrow.
Where you see the up arrow at?
On the first one of the three
this
buttons.
Right here? The paint coming off of it. Okay.
No, it's there you go.
You still want me to hold it? Let it go? Okay.
I want you to do that to keep the pressure of it so the machine can take it from you.
Got you.
All right, so now we're back over here. We're going to tell the machine to make it.
Make it? Oh, you going to push your button?
Yeah, we'll hit the button.
Okay, I thought you talked to it.
It ain't animated. I only do that for Google.
I seen that because you said Google cut the lights on and the living room said, oh.
Google don't play.
Yeah, Google don't play. I like that. Look at you. You're bougie. Let me find out you're bougie. Yeah, touch the light bulbs a little bit, okay?
So we're going to go back in. And we're going to shrink this down a little bit because.
Okay. So the numbers and stuff is the same numbers and stuff that's on here too?
Same things on the screen.
Okay. Foolproof. But I still mess it up.
It's easy to do. I'm not going to lie to you.
I still mess it up.
So we're going to shrink it down a little bit. That way it's not too large, too big.
Okay.
So now we're going to hit make it.
And it's going
to put everything on one page.
Okay.
We're going to hit continue. All right, now it's going to be a flashing button over there.
Okay, it's flashing.
It's waiting on you to hit it.
You want me to hit it?
Hit it.
Okay, hit it. Bam. About to make some magic up in here.
Let's go real fast.
Look at that. Well, looky.
Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to clip the excess off. I'm going to do that first.
Okay.
That's
okay.
Cool.
I always want to do that though.
That's cool.
My daddy.
I got you.
Okay.
So we got our circles.
Okay.
Now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna make this part. So go ahead and start loading up your green just like you did before.
Okay.
Hit that flash arrow.
Okay.
Put the circles off to the side.
Put the circles off to the side. Can I put it right there?
Yeah.
Okay. Now take the green one.
Hit the green. We're gonna do just like you did with that.
Thank you. button.
All right, let's slide over. Let's both sit over here
Okay.
at the table. This one of my, you know me, my mama taught me to be an old school yard sale person.
Okay.
I needed a big, sturdy desk for both this and this. I paid $10 for this desk, and I paid maybe $60 for this one.
Yeah, you
It's
just
an old, good teacher desk.
Yeah, it ain't going nowhere. Oh, it's nice. They don't make them like this no more.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna cut this off.
Okay. Because we don't need all that extra, right?
Don't need all that extra. No.
Bow.
Slice that up.
All right. Kimbo slice it.
R.I.P. Kimbo Slice.
R.I.P. to Kimbo slice.
We even gonna cut this piece off because you just never know. Well, you just need a little piece of something when you're doing something.
You're right.
And then to keep you from having to
Tear up some else.
use a whole sheet. So I just have little scraps and they're just sitting around.
Little scratch.
All right. Now I'm gonna let you peel it back. I'm gonna start it off for you.
Yeah, because you already know. I don't know how you know, but you know.
Start it off for you.
I would mess it up.
All right, there you go.
Thank you. All right. Same type of time.
Uh-huh.
All right, there we go. Got it up. Now let it rip. Ooh.
Just pull it.
All right. Come on up out of there now.
Just pull it and go with it.
Okay. I ain't trying to mess with the church's money now.
There you go. get the tedious part.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
It was stressful.
That was worse than the Usher's Confessions.
Now I'm gonna just straighten this out for you. So you don't have to worry about that.
I'm telling you, I'm doing like that.
There you go. Alright, now you got your circle together. You want to line it up. We're gonna prop that one up there for you to see. Make sure you're even. You're a little quicker now. Make sure you're even. Turn it. There you go. Turn this. There you go. Slid there. Real slow. All right, now use your thing. Okay. Now gently start peeling. There you go.
Awesome.
Boom.
Boom.
It's on.
It's on. Aha. Aha. Awesome.
You in now. Like swimwear.
Like swimwear. And they're like swimwear.
On clearance at CVS.
Okay, yeah. We buy them all for next year.
So that's y'all wonder why I be here with my music and my incense and my Kool-Aid all the time.
Right. Very good Kool-Aid, by the way.
Yeah, my Kool-Aid top notch.
I'm telling you.
But this is what it takes. This just one aspect of it. All right. Just one aspect.
I see. It's very tedious.
Very.
It's worth it in the end.
Yeah.
It's definitely worth it.
Then you put this on your window, man. People don't be asking questions like, "Well, what's that?"
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah.
What you do with that?
Yeah.
What that do? Yeah. That's right. I love it. I love it. Okay, well, all right, America, how about you tell everybody where we can find you? Fandoms Anonymous, Banks Media Connection, like your computer, like everything that's associated with you, to let the people know where they can reach you and get pretty much anything from you.
What's going on, everybody? Guys, you know who I am, Malcolm Banks from Fandoms Anonymous. That's FANDOMSANONYMOUS. Hadn't done that in a while. You can find me all over social media, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. Where else are we? YouTube. We're on there too. Banks Media Connections. You can find us on Google. We're there. You can also go to Banks Media Connections on IG. We need to start putting some more stuff on there. And Banks Media Connections on Facebook. We're all over social media, multiple different places. Don't forget, we are doing the Fandoms Anonymous inaugural coloring book drive benefiting the MAP Child and Family Life Program of Children's and Women's Hospital. That's going to launch October 1st. But if you have coloring books and Crayola crayons that you would donate already, just reach out to your boy. I'm going to take them. So also, the Keys to Success Basic Computer Skills class at Texas Street Rec this month. Tuesdays and Thursdays, 5:30 to 6:30. Next month, we'll be at the Hillsdale Rec, same time, same day. Tuesdays, Thursday, 5:30 to 6:30. Back at Texas Street in November and back at Hillsdale in December to close out the year. I appreciate all of y'all. What's going on, everybody? Malcolm Banks, part-time Green Power Ranger. Just want to give a shout out to KamDocs, man. High quality interviews. Go shout them out, man. Go follow them all over social media. You know me. Fandoms Anonymous, Banks Media Connections, all over social media.